This video is the second video in my playlist. It is framed around email marketing for affiliate marketers. This video is titled, Which Autoresponder to Use, and deals with the issues that beginners should be aware of when they're just getting started. Subsequent videos in the playlist will focus on the technical aspects of email marketing. You'll love that. And how to improve your campaign statistics. I'm Jenny Brew from Nomadic Hero. If you find this information in this video useful, please subscribe to this channel and ring the bell for future updates down there somewhere. Now, keep watching and don't forget to check out the other videos in the playlist. Let's go. There are a lot of different autoresponders offering a similar set of standard features. It's important to choose the right one, and that will depend on your budget. Premium tools will offer more features, but can be expected to be more expensive. Alternatively, there are some cheap or free tools which pretty basic features. Let me overview some of the problems people face when choosing autoresponders. The first one we'll look at are the terms and conditions. It doesn't sound very exciting, but this is something that people do not pay much attention to, and it can be quite problematic if you don't understand the type of service and the limitations on the service that is being provided. We'll look firstly at the terms and conditions for an email service provider by the name of relied. Now, here are their terms and conditions. I'll quickly go through and show you just some of the areas that you need to be mindful of. These are the terms in use of relied. They're fairly typical of all email service providers with regards to the general rules. Here, you are not allowed to send spam. Now, we use the term spam, but do we really understand what it means? If I delve quickly over here into the actual policy, it says spam's any email that you send to someone who hasn't given you the direct permission to contact them on the topic of the email. Okay, that's fine. When you send an email to someone you don't know, that's an unsolicited email. Sending one unsolicited email to someone is obviously not spam. But when you send an unsolicited email to an entire list of people you don't know, that is spam. Okay, so just keep that in mind as we go through. I'm not going to go through this whole thing, so don't worry. But there are a couple of things that we need to sort of keep top of mind here. It defines what's okay and what's not okay. Okay, to send email to anyone, you need to have their permission. And this is the key thing. You need permission. So if you've got an email newsletter subscribe form on your website, that's okay. If you've got an opt-in checkbox on a form, okay, that's okay. But you see, it's got to be opt-in and it can't be opt-out. This checkbox must not be checked by default. The person completing the form must willingly select the checkbox to indicate they want to hear from you. Okay, so that's what permission-based means. And just to add more, if you fill in an online form, like a survey or a competition, you can only contact those people if it was explained to them they would be contacted by email and they ticked a box indicating they would like to be contacted. People who have purchased from you in the last 2 years. So 2 years is a round number. Really depends on what industry you work in. I mean, 2 years could be way over the top as far as affiliate marketing is concerned, but there will be some areas for which 2 years may be okay. I mean, it is very industry based. What's not okay, obviously, is ones where you do not have explicit permission to contact in relation to the topic of the email. And what I'm talking about here is someone said, yes, I want internet marketing information, and you send them weight loss information. No, that doesn't work. And here's the clincher. You bought, loaned, rented, or in any way acquired from a third party, no matter what they claim about quality or permission, you need to get the permission yourself. You cannot buy a list of people and send emails out to them. You can't rent it, you can't loan it, you can't do any of these things unless you actually have the permission from them. The email service provider may come back and ask for proof, and if you don't have the proof, then they're quite within their terms and conditions to cancel your subscriptions, and basically your list will go down the gurgler because you won't have it anymore, and they won't give it back to you either. So they can close your account down or suspend it or whatever. By the way, you're not allowed to scrape or copy any emails off the web either, because these people haven't signed anything to say they want to hear from you. They might put their emails out there, but it doesn't mean that they want to be bombarded with emails either. So this then says we can suspend your account. You know, if they notice sort of irregular activity happening with your account, be very aware of getting the account suspended. I'll just delve into that a little bit more. If we go back to the actual terms and conditions that we started from, terms of use, one other thing I did want to mention was, and this is sort of interesting, appropriate content. Now, we only sending out relevant content which is requested by subscribers, and it has a list here of you can't send pornography, blah 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 blah. But what's in here, and that's of interest, is the fact that it actually mentions, note here, affiliate marketing. So this rings some alarm bells right at this point, because it's suggesting that anyone who's doing affiliate marketing shouldn't be actually using this particular autoresponder. If we go down just a bit further, here we go, look, boom, affiliate marketing and affiliate links. Now this really does set the alarm bells ringing. Affiliate marketing, affiliate links are two different things. You can do the first one's prohibited, that's called affiliate marketing, and it defines it. And then it said, oh, by the way, if you put affiliate links, that's okay. You can do links, but not the marketing. So I would suggest to you that that's quite grey. And when things are quite grey like this, it's a bit disturbing, because you don't know whether in fact you're going to have a business tomorrow if they actually do have the right to close you down because you've sent out some sort of emails that are not in line with their terms. So just pointing that out, this particular exclusion on affiliate marketing is not only mentioned with MailerLite, it's also in the MailChimp terms as well. So if you happen to be using MailChimp, you should go and suss that one out as well. So what it does suggest is that both of these responders have a free category or a free plan that you can use, and it would be a home for a lot of people who are starting out to use these services because they are free. So I guess all I'm pointing out here is there are some prickly sort of pieces as far as the terms are concerned that you really need to take some care with. All I can suggest is do read your terms fairly carefully, and if you choose to go ahead and continue to use those providers and build your list, fine, but your backup position would always be make sure that you back up your email list on a fairly regular basis, so that if you ever find yourself in a position where you do get closed down or suspended, then you at least still have your email list to move on and perhaps shift it across into another email provider. All I can say is do read them. They are very important. They can have a big impact on your business, and do back up your email lists. Now let's move on. Understanding deliverability. Email deliverability is the ability to deliver emails to your subscribers' inbox. A delivery rate indicates what percentage of your emails is received by the subscriber's mailbox, even if they land in the spam folder Meanwhile, deliverability shows whether your email gets into the primary inbox of a subscriber. So there's two very, very different terms there that need to be understood. The metric is quite complex. And when you look at the word deliverability, there's two parties when it comes to measuring it. The first one is obviously the email service provider, and the second one is yourself, is the sender's domain, your domain. So there's two parties. Your goal is to get an email delivered to 100% of your subscribers. Fortunately, this doesn't happen very often. Partially, your email delivery depends on the platform that you use for sending emails. All email service providers have different delivery rates. 95% and higher is considered to be a good delivery rate on behalf of an email service provider. Most often they fluctuate between 88 to 99%. Now there is a website by the name of emailtooltester.com that actually measures the deliverability rates of various email service providers at every quarter or every so often. I will leave a link down below to the particular details of that without going into them here. It's an area that can get complicated very, very quickly, and I don't really want to sort of delve into those issues for this particular video, but if you are interested, check out the link that I leave down below. Looking at the other side of the coin, your own email delivery. As you are the sender, you have a responsibility to do your best to increase deliverability. Now, you can authenticate your emails and follow best practice guidelines when you create and send emails. I'm not going to go into either of those aspects for this video, but I may do so in a later video. Again, it gets quite complex. In the meantime, here are a few other pointers that are easier to follow. The first one deals with content. Try to only send emails to people who actually want to receive them, i.e. only send them to fully opted-in lists. Sending emails to non-permission based lists will result in low open rates, high unsubscribe rates, high spam complaints, all of which indicate an unsuccessful email. These kind of results will have a negative impact on your own reputation and will affect your future deliverability. Frequency. Find the right balance between sending too many emails and too few emails to your subscribers. Remember that people are bombarded with tons of emails on a daily basis. So in order to avoid inbox fatigue, only send what's necessary. You can ask them to set the frequency at which they'd like to receive emails from you by preference. This can avoid spam complaints. And what you should also do is monitor the inactive people on your list. It's not a great idea to have these people on your list, because if you keep sending them emails, again, there will be complaints and it'll affect your reputation. Ideally, you should check in with people who are less active and give them the opportunity to re-engage or opt out of future emails. Now, let's have a look at understanding the features of the autoresponder. What you need as a beginner is a number of things. First up, you need a drag and drop editor, and this must be easy to use, visual editor that will let you customize your email templates without any coding. You've got to keep life simple when you're first starting this, so that's a must have. Having quite a few email templates is important too. You don't want to be creating these from scratch. You need different campaign types. Now, your software should be able to support a range of email types, including regular newsletters. You need to be able to do split testing, and what that means is you can interchange parts of your email to see which provides a better outcome as far as subscribers are concerned. And you also need autoresponders as part of your campaign too. And when we start to talk about autoresponders, we also start to bring in marketing automation as well. And we can talk about simple autoresponders, and this will do a simple thing like a welcome email, which will be an email followed by a day later by another email, followed by a day later by another email, and so forth. And you may be sending out videos or lead magnets or all sorts of things, or links to various perhaps things that you want to draw attention to on your website. But nevertheless, some of these simple auto-responding requirements can get quite complicated when you start to move into a more targeted campaign. And this is really what marketing automation is about, is starting to drill down to segments of your groups, of your subscribers, and applying messages which are really starting to personalize quite closely. They can get quite complex. What else you need are sign-up forms. You need a good newsletter tool which would allow you to create your own form to capture subscribers, which can either be embedded on your site or hosted on a separate landing page. It's important also to have integrations. Now, by integrations, we just mean that your email software needs to be able to link up to other applications. For example, your website, maybe an online store. You might have a Shopify store, for example. It needs to link to your analytics. You may need to link to a payment gateway, for example, PayPal or Stripe or one of these other ones. So it's important that some of those main integrations are there. And last but not least, you really need to make sure there's a good support team, which has a thorough knowledge base. Email support and live chat, phone support are all ideal, and a lot of these providers don't use all of these channels. They are the features that you would look for as far as an autoresponder is concerned. Now, I'm going to just talk briefly about the solution that I use, which is GetResponse. I currently use GetResponse, which is an email marketing service aimed at small businesses. You can try any of their paid plans free for 30 days, including the professional plan that lets you run free webinars. The different plans offer different features. For instance, there's one called Plus, and with Plus you get webinars and more advanced automation features. The cheapest plan is called Basic, and it's $15 a month for up to 1,000 subscribers. Now, once your free 30-day plan is over, you can still use autoresponders on the lowest price plan, Basic, at $15 a month. I'm currently using the Plus plan and quite happy with the way it's all going at the moment. I just wanted to make a comment about deliverability with relation to GetResponse. The website manages your IP reputation and looks at the bounces, unsubscribes, etc., which is probably what all providers will do. But with GetResponse, they know when an email address is no longer active, is misspelled, or when the recipient wants to unsubscribe, and they will remove these addresses from your list so that the deliverability isn't affected, and you don't have to pay extra for contacts that holds no value. They also collaborate with various other service providers in the industry and anti-spam organisations to learn from each other how to better secure and fight spammers and phishers. As a result, GetResponse reports their email deliverability is 99%. And it has been tested through a group called Return Path. I will leave the link down there in the description as well. If you want to ferret around in the statistics there, it's quite interesting to see what they report and how they actually investigate these things. GetResponse can be integrated with PayPal, Shopify, ClickBank, and many other tools. These are useful for affiliate marketers. Support is available through phone, live chat, email, and there's also a comprehensive help section. The good thing is it comes with pre-built funnel templates that you can use to create your own funnels, consisting of landing pages, forms, emails, etc. It's got over 180 responsive landing page templates, which you can use split testing to get your optimal results. The unlimited landing pages are available on all the plans, even the basic plan. That's why I use GetResponse. Now, I'm not going to go any further with that because I'm not actually selling GetResponse. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm Jenny Brew from Nomadic Hero, and if you found this video useful, please subscribe down there somewhere and ring the bell for future updates. The next video in this series, number 3, will be about broadcasting or newsletters, which is broadcasting to a group of people, one email to a group of people, versus automation email marketing, which is more a personalized approach to sending out emails. And what we'll be looking at in that video is the difference. I hope you'll join me, and thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.